Yo, what's up guys? Joker here bringing you a video for the 3.17 league launch. So like Big Ducks is saying here, you don't get baited. I'm going to go ahead and try to help you out, right? Try to jog your memory before choosing your league starter of what are some things that you're going to have to keep in mind going into 3.17 so you don't end up wasting your time and having a bad experience on league launch. So let's jump into it. First thing is 3.17 brings us the Atlas skill tree. This is going to be individualized. You can copy content creators and streamers trees if you like, but this is individualized. It's GGG put this out to give players the type of experience they want to have. I like Breach. I want to do Breach. I'm going to click the Breach nodes. Now, that was kind of me. Breach isn't my favorite mechanic, but that was just like the statement, right? Is I'm going to do Breach because I want to do Breach. I'm going to do Harbies because I want to do Harbies. So that's going to bring you to your first decision, and that's going to be, are you going to be a mapper or are you going to be a bosser? You're going to have to make this decision because league starters usually suck at one of those two things. A mapping character is not going to be able to boss really well, and a bossing character is going to have really mediocre mapping skills majority of the time. So first decision, first roadblock, what do you want to do? Do you want to map or do you want to boss? Next decision is going to be essentially play styles. Do you want to do something like a walking simulator like Righteous Fire, or do you want to do something more tedious like EA Ballistas or Spectral Helix? Playstyle is a big part of this because you can play the most OP build, but if it is not fun to you, then what the fuck are you even doing? It's a game. Like the point of it is to have fun. Don't copy a build or a league start just because it's strong, okay? Make sure it's something that you are going to enjoy. At the end of the day, games are meant to have fun. So, do you want to do a walking simulator like Righteous Fire, like I was saying? Are you a minion player? Do you want to jump right into the bossing with like the Spectral Helix and the EA Ballistas? Now, EA Ballistas, in my opinions, after looking at a bunch of POVs and watching a bunch of videos, that seems like something I'd say would be a higher level of game knowledge, right? Because there's some things you have to micromanage to make sure that you don't brick it, where it's like ignite chance, making sure you don't brick your EE, stuff like that, right? As well as making sure you throw down all the totems. And I don't know, I just don't really like totem play styles, but that's me. You may enjoy that. And if you are a newer player, I'd say that the less you have to worry about on a starting build, the better. So, uh, things to also keep in mind are going to be niche uniques or really expensive items that you need to get the build off the ground. If a content creator is saying, oh, this is super cheap, like I believe there was a video down here, only 45C. Yeah, but Sunder sucks ass. I hate Sunder. I don't care if it was 2C to get to a point where I can kill in-game bosses at a very like weak level, right? Like I don't care if it's like 5C to get a million DPS. Sunder is just unenjoyable to me. So that's going to be something that you have to keep in mind is play style. So what have you covered? Do you want a boss or do you want a map? And then play style. Make sure that you got those two things in the back of your mind before you try to copy someone's build. Next thing is going to be currency and time. How long can you play and how much currency can you make while playing? These are going to be two huge factors, and if you can have a successful league launch, right? If you're copying a build where a lot of the niche uniques come at, or a lot of it comes after you get maybe 1 or 2x, yeah, that may sound like nothing to some people, but that may be a lot of currency to some other people. And they may get burnt out before they get that 1 to 2x of investment into a character, end up re rolling, right? So, how long do you play? and how much currency can you normally make. If you can make tons of currency and you can get some insanely ridiculous boss killer up, you can get 5 or 6x in the first day. Now it's going to go ahead and fuel you to get into that other gauge, right? But if you're only struggling to get maybe 1 or 2x at the end of like a week or 2 weeks of a league, try to make sure that you either have the determination to stick it out and you're enjoying the build so you don't reroll, or just pick a starting build that's going to cost less. Apart from that, some other things to keep in mind are make sure you're copying and following builds from kind of the bigger, more distinguished build creators, Rutu, Jungeron, Zizarin, right? I know Ziz partners with a lot of people to bring a lot of build guides for League launch. So go watch all those videos, see which ones you enjoy, right? Like if I go over to Zizarin's channel, right? Uh, I believe he has something like six. Yeah, one, two, three, four. Yeah, five. There's a whole bunch of different build guides that he has up where he's partnered with other content creators showing these league start builds to kind of give that diversity. All right, so that's pretty much it. I wanted to keep this video relatively short. TLDR recap. Make sure that you decide, do you want to be a mapper? Do you want to be a bosser? How much time do you play? How much currency do you have to get the build you're trying to play up and running? Make sure you're following a distinguished build creator so you don't end up following a build POB, a bad POB, and having to re-roll, right? These are all just quick tips and tricks I wanted to throw out to you to hopefully help you get like a better league start, because I know league launch is kind of really hectic for a lot of people. Some people take time off, some people no life. Content creators skip meals, showers. They end up peeing in bottles next to their desk. So like that's some things that normal people aren't going to do. They're not going to play for 30 hours, right? Casual Tim does not have the 25 hours to play Path of Exile, and he doesn't make enough currency to follow a 5x at the end of week one build guide, right? But that's pretty much it. That's just what I wanted to cover for you guys. Hopefully it helped. Hopefully it's going to make sure that you don't have to restart your league start or do anything tedious. Don't get baited, stuff like that, right? So that's pretty much, like I said, all I wanted to cover. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to stay up to date with like other content. I'm going to be making like a journey of my first week of the league and stuff like that. So that's pretty much it. Until next time, take care.